all the air. All the air. Oh, let's lower that shit. Damn it, of course I spelled that shit wrong. What's good, y'all? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, let's just stick to YouTube there. Oh, man. My eye is itchy. Waiting for people to come in. Twitch. Alright, let's see if anybody actually types in there or not. I thought I X'd out of this shit. Alright, there we go. Oh, man. Well, it's not just a pack opening stream. Raw is war. Monday Night Roar. I hope Trav comes in here so I could talk WrestleMania. What's good, Edwin? So last night, me, London, and Snacks played 2 rec games. And that second rec game put us over till midnight. And while we're playing, boom, in the top corner, like notification, Forza's ready. I was like, oh shit. I'm not tired. So I played Forza till 1 a.m. Which basically I just did the whole beginning thing. You know, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass on setting up the account and linking. It was a pain in the ass in the beginning. I had to change my password, yada yada. So I did that, and then I played like the beginning tutorial thing. But then today, after I woke up and ate breakfast, I played for about an hour and a half. And I did like 1 or 2 missions, but I mainly just drove around. I found where all the free shit's at that you grab. Did all my spins. Did some of the freaking speed traps. And like looking for the boards that you gotta crash into the boards. Because every time you go to an event, it asks, do you want to do it solo, co-op, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, if this is co-op, I'd rather wait for you or other people to do the co-op races and the missions with. So I didn't really do as much as I wanted to. I mean, I did get up to level 4, I think. I got like 44 something cars. Most of them were from the free ones that we get for getting the $100 edition, but I thank everybody for joining. I wonder if Trav's in here. Let me text to see. Let me know if you can make it into stream. Would love to discuss Mania a bit. Did that go through? Edwin, did that message I just sent to Discord go through? It didn't go through on my end. Check the Discord, Edwin. Did my did I put a message after my live? Because it didn't go through. Nope. I just sent another one and it didn't go through. Oh well. Alright, so this week I got back Tuesday, and I'm just gonna start with, you might be able to hear it in my voice a little bit. We were in Vegas for pretty much a week and a half for WrestleMania. I don't know, WrestleMania is not that long. WrestleMania is like 4 or 5 days, 5 days, the whole weekend if you count SmackDown and Raw. But we went like 4 days before to do Vegas stuff, like as a vacation. So we were there a lot longer than probably need be. And of course, on the very last day that we're there, both me and my wife come down with something. I got it more than her, but now she's suffering more. Today's the best I've felt in probably about 4 days, but I'm still with a pretty violent cough. I'm chewing cough drops like it's nobody's business. Struggling to sleep because I can't breathe when I'm laying down. Because I really wanted to stream to show my WrestleMania stuff on Wednesday, maybe even Tuesday night, but I just wasn't feeling it. I came home Tuesday, went straight to bed. I slept for like 17 hours, and then Wednesday I had no energy. I literally laid in the couch the entire day, and it was just bad. So I finally feel better today. I went yesterday, got my PSA cards. I don't know. I know that one of them is a 10. I know some of them are less than 9. I don't know what is what. I'm not too happy with that, but it is what it is. So we went to WrestleMania. It was incredible, you know, to be there and be a part of it and witness it. It's something I've always wanted to do, you know, growing up watching wrestling as a kid. I was always wanting to go to WrestleMania. That's the big show, you know. It's like when you, a football fan, you always want to go to Super Bowl. Baseball, you want to go to World Series, Stanley Cup, you know, Daytona 500. You always want to go to the spectacle, the payoff, the big one. And I just never did. I don't know. Growing up, I always watched it, but it never became a thing about actually going to shows. We just never asked as kids, can we go to a wrestling event? We just always watched it on TV. Um, I just think we know we really couldn't afford it. But now looking at the prices nowadays, it was cheap as fuck back in the day, bro. You can get front row seats for like $200 back, and I'm not even saying back in the day, like the 80s, like in the 90s and early 2000s, like you can get front row seats for like $250. Now, $10,000 for putting your elbows on the guardrail. You're looking at least 10K. That's ridiculous. We sat technically in the lower bowl. If you look at it as a standpoint that it's a football field, we were 18 rows from the grass. At a football game, that's pretty damn close. But at WrestleMania, that's not close. You're like in the middle, even though you're in the lower bowl, because they have the floor section, which is the ring, and then all the floor seats. And then between the floor seats and where the wall is, where the lower bowl starts, they make their own seating called, I think it's called like risers, or basically like stadium seats. They make their own like little stadium sections to add more chairs. So technically we had 18 rows plus the risers, and then the floor, and then the ring. So that's why in a lot of pictures, everyone's saying, man, it seems like you're so far away. But if you think about it, if the football field was there, we were only 18 rows from the grass, from being able to jump on the field. So we had really good seats. There, you could see plenty enough. At times, I still found myself looking up at the Jumbotron, but it is what it is. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money to go, but it was worth it. I feel like the stories, some of them paid off really well. Some of them were like, why did it end that way? Some of it was head scratchers. I had a funny thing this year. I said, we went to Royal Rumble last year and WrestleMania this year. And I had said early on, looking at what WrestleMania did last year and what the Royal Rumble this year was turning out to be with the star power, I was like, man, last year was a WrestleMania to go to, and this year's the Royal Rumble to go to. And I still agree with that statement, even though it was a blast to go to Royal Rumble. That was another PLE that I've always wanted to go to, and again, it was really awesome to go. We haven't been to Vegas in a while. There's just so much shit to do. I think what made it suck too is that everything was so far spread out. And Vegas is so massive. Nothing is close. Nothing is close, man. Everyone always thinks, oh, it's just right there. And I hear it all the time walking around. Oh, it's just right there. Yeah, just right there is 45 minutes away, okay? There is no just right there, man. Everything is far. I mean, usually from what I hear from people, everything is in like a cluster. Like you can go to the stadium, you can go to the arena, you can go to the convention center where they do all the meet and greets. Everything is usually like within 20 minutes of each other at max. This one, bro, the Hall of Fame was in a hotel that was almost at the end of the strip. T-Mobile Arena, which is where SmackDown was at the other end of the strip. Okay? By car ride, that's like a 10-minute ride. 10, 15 minutes, depending on lights and traffic. Walking, that's an hour. That's 2 or 3 hours. 2.5 hours. At least. Maybe even more. If you just walk straight down the strip. Okay? You would have to walk across the street and take the tram all the way down and then still walk there. And even that's going to take over an hour. So it was like nothing was easy to get to, man. Like you had to really, really map out your day based on time, on what you're doing, eating wise. You had to map out fucking everything because you're 3 hours behind. So it's not like you can wake up. Out here, we're used to waking up and you got all day to plan something. If you got something in the evening, you got all day to do shit. Over there, WrestleMania started at 4. SmackDown and Raw started at 5 p.m. If you're waking up at 8, 9 o'clock, if you wake up at 8, 9 o'clock, guess what? You're going to eat breakfast, you're going to blink, and then you got to go to your show. You know? Don't get me wrong, it's really awesome to have these sporting events early because they end early, and then you still have time to do stuff. It sucks over here, Sunday and Monday nights, watching football games, because they end so freaking late, and then we work early. Over there, you know, a Sunday night game ends at 8 o'clock. That's beautiful. However, your Sundays are done because football starts at 10 a.m. So it was really, really challenging to like map out, all right, we got to go here for this, so we got to plan this, we got to leave at this time because we got to make sure we eat, we got to make sure we get to the tram, we got to leave time for tram travel, we got to leave time for walking, so we get to this place on time to do what we have to do over here, to make sure we leave on time to go in the reverse order to get back to the stadium before the show. So it was really, really challenging. Next year it's supposed to be in New Orleans, and I know how New Orleans is mapped out. Me and my wife go to New Orleans so many times. That's like a second home to us. Literally, the stadium and the arena are right next to each other. They're like butted up right next to each other. And then the gigantic convention center at the hotel is literally right next to the stadium. So there's no reason why next year everything just isn't within 5 minutes of each other. So it should be a hell of a lot easier next year in New Orleans, and we do plan on going again. But being that it is in New Orleans, we don't need to go extra time like we did with Vegas, you know, because we have only been to Vegas one time, so we wanted to enjoy a little bit more. We've been to New Orleans so many times, we could literally just go do the wrestling stuff and then come home. So it won't be as taxing on us, and it won't be as financially taxing on us, because you know, if it wasn't for the fact that we sold our house last year, I don't think we would have been able to do this trip the way we did it at all. We probably would have just went just for WrestleMania, and that's it. We probably would have flew in on that Thursday, stayed till Monday, not went to Raw, just did the bare minimum. But nonetheless, it was awesome. We went, saw some incredible matches. It was cool to be around fans and people excited and talking about it and all that other shit. But it was a madhouse, man. So we went to, the first day, Thursday, we went to WWE World, which is where the Superstar was. And it was stupid packed, bro. There was people there lined up at 4 a.m. It didn't open till noon. All right, either 11 or noon. I don't remember one. It was one of those times. I want to say noon. It did not open up till. People showed up at 4 a.m. to get in line because they had these limited edition Las Vegas themed WrestleMania championship belts, and also mini belts that, you know, limited time offer. Once they're gone, they're gone. So obviously all these people wanted them, and it's nuts to see people walking out with 4, 5, 6 belts just on their shoulders. Mind you, most of them belts went up. All these belts I have back here, I bought them last year. Let me move my head. Yeah, this belt and this belt I bought last year for me and my wife. On sale they were $350. Regular price they were $450. At the show, all the belts were $600. I was like, God damn, they went up. And then I checked the website, because I was like, man, let me check the website. Maybe this is just because it's here in Vegas. No, even in the shop, the online WWE shop, they went up to $600. And there's people walking out with 4 or 5 belts like it's nothing. And some of those belts were $1,000, $1,250, $900. They weren't all just 6. Like the Undertaker limited edition Undertaker belt, Triple H belts. Yeah, those were over the $1,000 mark, and people were buying them like they were nothing. Just throwing money around, $5,000, $6,000 on merch. It was ridiculous. 5 minutes into being in the WWE world, I thought I was gonna go to jail already. We're literally just walking around, just looking at the layout of the thing, not really looking at stuff. We're looking at, okay, there's John Cena stuff over there. Okay, there's Roman Reigns stuff. Oh, there's Cody Rhodes' little section. He's got his. Oh, there's some. And this dude just kind of cuts it off and fucking bumps my wife, and my wife kind of like, she's walking straight, but then like gets knocked like that. And I was just like, am I really about to go to jail already over some fucking dumb shit because this dude is rushing over here just to get a shirt? Like, it was just ridiculous, man. So we just started walking around, and we start small. We're like, all right, let's look at the shirts. And I'm like, my mindset is I'm a big guy. Shirts usually don't work for me. So I was like, fuck it. Let me go to the hats. Hats always work for me. So we went to the hat section, and this is what I bought. I got me a WrestleMania 41 snapback, WrestleMania 2025 Vegas hat. Cat's like, ooh, I'm surprised. There's a lot of red in that. I was like, there's a little bit of red, but it's mostly blue. I see more blue. When I look at it, I see more blue and black. Yes, there is red, but I see more blue and black. So I bought it. It's a little snug. It's a little snug. So I don't know yet. I might gift this to somebody. I don't know. I don't know. It fits a little snug. And then Kat wanted a hat, so Kat got this hat. So this is Kat's hat, and she wore this. Similar patches, Vegas, April 2025. So this is what she got. And then we got shirts. She got a couple of Cody shirts. She got a sweater. I'm not gonna pull all those out. Hold on, let me see if I can text Trav real quick. God damn it. Let's see if he sees that. So we got those hats, and then of course we're looking for cups. Damn it, I didn't grab the cups. The cups are in the kitchen. If you ever seen WWE cups, they're big plastic vinyl cups, and it's just wrapped. No, nothing crazy. These weren't, the last couple haven't been too crazy when it comes to the design. It looks more like, have you ever watched when they do dipping on stuff, where they dip like a part or something in water, and then it just gets wrapped in the film, and then it just looks all like it's been like wallpapered or whatever around it? That's kind of what it looks like. It's not the, I don't know, it's not that great, but they're cheap as hell. They're only like $5, so it's like you can't complain too much. So it's like, get 4 of them because I want to give a couple to some friends, buddy at work and stuff like that. And but then we didn't realize that when we go to the actual WrestleMania at the stadium, they when you get a large soda, that's what it came in, was those cups. So I was like, I didn't have to buy as many as I did, because so I got 6 freaking cups now, WWE cups. So we got that. We got the two hats. Like I said, my wife got one of the like event shirts that says WrestleMania across the chest, and then it says I was there on the back. You know, 'cause she always likes to get event shirts wherever we go that says she was there and stuff like that. She wound up getting a sweater, a WrestleMania sweater that I don't think it's in here. No, she got a WrestleMania sweater that because she started getting cold, so she needed it to so she would not be cold. And then as I was walking around, I had no inkling of getting a belt, like at all, zero. I wasn't no chance of getting a belt because I'm like, you know, I don't want to carry that bitch around because you got to do so much walking, and then oh, he is at work. Be in lunch at 12. Damn, he's gonna be at lunch at 12 too. Okay, then I guess I'll have to do a quick show and tell at lunch at 12 for him as well. They got me 5 days for a month. Okay. All good. I'll do a quick re-show if you join. Alright, so he's at work. He just started a new job. So, you know, not expecting. So I not expecting to get a belt at all. I actually wanted a mini belt, but in my mind I seen these mini belts, but they're watches. So I even told Kat, I'm like, I know I don't like watches because I normally don't like things that like compress my wrists or my neck. That's why I don't wear chains anymore. I used to wear chains all the time when I was younger, but like the long ass chains with the big fucking charm and stuff like that. I don't do that stuff anymore because I don't know. I don't like the constriction around the neck, and that's why a lot of my shirts, if they're older, you'll see them like pulled out like that because I'm just constantly doing this because I don't know. I hate the feeling of anything, you know, around my neck. It's just so the whole constricting thing with the wrist and stuff. I hate it. So that's why I never wear watches. Plus now with smartphones, I think they're useless. You just phone time, put in pocket. Like it's whatever. But they had these mini bracelets, and I'm like, they look really cool because they look like the championship belt, but it's a watch. I'm like, I might be interested. I kind of want to see it up close. My wife goes, well, good luck, because see this right here? That's the line for the belts. And she's like, it snakes through the whole place. I'm like, nah, there's no way. I walk around the corner, and there's a table for Topps WWE cards, which they just came out with not too long ago. Can't find them shits anywhere out here. Hey, Astral Foss just followed on Twitch. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for your follow. What's up, Astral? I see you over there on Twitch. Thanks for the follow. Just going over what I got and, you know, how WrestleMania went down for me. First one ever, me and my wife. And then in a little while, I'm going to open up all these wonderful packs and, you know, be disappointed like always. You know how it is with Pokemon. But I appreciate the support. So I went in the line to get some WWE Topps cards because you can't find them shits anywhere out here. And I'm just standing in this line and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Probably took about 45 minutes to get to the front. And I talked to the guy, and he had 3 products out. So the way they had it, they had the guy, you told him what you wanted, he handed it to you, and the next person cast you out. Okay, cool. Some sort of organization, fine. So he had a ripped box, a small booster bundle, and then a mega box. And the mega box was $60. The booster bundle was $30, and then the bigger box was $360. He's like, yeah, but you're guaranteed 2 autos out of this. That's why it's so much. And then, I think there's like I think there was like 12 packs. 12 or 14 packs in this brick. and 2 were guaranteed autos. You just obviously don't know what autos they are. But $360, or they had it one open and it was $30 a pack, and you just take your risk at the 1 or 2 packs you grab. If you get 1 or 2 packs at $30 a piece, have the auto. And I said, well, what about these? Oh, these are just regular cards. The bundle and the mega box. I'm like, the mega box doesn't even have a chance at an auto? No, they're just regular cards. Why am I gonna pay $60 for just regular cards? Who just wants regular cards? I don't know anybody who collects cards. I mean, yeah, they might collect the card and like do a bundle like in Pokemon for the set. You get one of each card of the set and that's it. But everyone's going for the chase cards. Everyone wants the money cards. They want the ones that they can invest in and use to trade, to have value and stuff like that. No one's gonna just buy a bundle without even a shot at getting a chase card or a prism or anything of any kind of value. He goes, yeah, well, that's just how it is. If you want the actual autograph, you have to buy the $360 pack. And I was like, well, thanks for wasting my 45 minutes. I could have been standing in the title belt line. Well, by this time, that title belt line was up to 3 hours. I was like, holy cow, that's ridiculous. That this line literally snaked around. It looked like a giant conga line. It just snaked around the entire WWE store. Everywhere you walk, you had to cut through this line. Excuse me. Remember, I'm a little under the weather still, so if I start coughing, I'm going to keep popping cough drops because this seems to be the only thing that helps me right now. So I was like, man, I just wasted my time in this freaking line. And I'm like, oh well, screw it. So we bought the 2 hats. We got the cups. I got another shirt for a buddy that says OTC on there. And we left. We went to WWE World, checked it out. It was freaking awesome to see for the first time. Walk around. Honestly, you probably could have only went twice and been fine. But it was cool to go the 3 times because they had different people there. Didn't know there was going to be a ring in the middle of it, and they were actually doing live NXT matches. So I got to see a bunch of free live NXT matches there, and like, I mean, right close. And got to see people on stage. I got to see Shawn Michaels on stage. Got to see Undertaker on stage. You know, and that was my era, Attitude Era, growing up. You know, growing up, Attitude Era. I might be biased, but the greatest era. There is no era that's greater. Looking at their roster versus any other roster, it's just you can't compare. You just can't compare. There was nobody bad on that Attitude Era roster. Literally everyone from top to bottom had a hand in the game. You know. And everyone was being used in some sort of way, and it was just fire. So to see these guys, Triple H, hear their songs, it was freaking awesome. I mainly watched during the Ruthless Aggression era, so I always look back on that as my favorite. Yeah. See, I know a few people. Like, I started watching Santi's app. He's a big WWE streamer, and he started in the Ruthless Aggression era. So of course that's his favorite era, and he's a huge John Cena fan. And people are shocked to find out that John Cena is the reason I stopped watching wrestling. In his like prototype and whatever Thugonomics, he was just super corny. Had 4 moves. It was very repetitive. I just did not care for him at all. They shoved him down our throats mad early. Everything was Cena. And then to me, going through the early days, I mean, I started watching. I'm 43 years old. I remember watching WrestleMania 3 at one point. You know, I mean, I've been around for a while. You know, I would watch everything from Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, you know, to obviously now. So, you know, I went through the stages and following all the storylines, and I felt like they just kept reusing storylines and just trying to use different people, and I don't know. It fell off for me. You know, I mean, I liked Batista and a couple other people that came in around that time, but it wasn't enough to keep me interested. So I kind of, you know, started some other hobbies, and I just dropped it. And I didn't watch wrestling for a very long time until about 3 years ago now. I want to say is when I got back into it, and the Bloodline saga of when I think the one we watched that got me kind of started back into it was when Brock Lesnar freaking drove the damn tractor and like picked up the ring and shit like that, and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? And then the Usos losing the belts to KO and Sami Zayn, and then the whole downfall with Jay and Roman and all that shit, that really started to get me interested and back into it. And then now it's become a thing where both me and my wife, there's a little more behind it. My grandmother was huge into wrestling, and I was about to touch on that in a second. Her brother was, and they both recently passed within the last 2 years. They were diehards all the way to the end. Two of these belts right here, this one and this one, and then I have a Hulk Hogan signed belt in the other room. Those are my wife's brothers. He gave them to us before he passed. Because of them, we really got back into wrestling. And now it's like every Friday is SmackDown, every Monday is WrestleMania. I got 4 belts here, 1 out there, and I might have another one to show here in a second. Yeah, I'm getting a little emotional, but I got emotional at WrestleMania. I'll just skip to that part real quick. When Stone Cold came out, that was my grandmother's favorite. She used to always say, "That's my man. That's my man." And me and her always went back and forth. I was The Rock. She was a Stone Cold. She liked the Stone Cold, and she liked The Rock, and I liked Stone Cold too. But when they fought each other, we were against each other. And that was her man. Every time his music, that glass breaks, oh, here comes my man. He coming to fuck shit up. Grandma was a trip. So like, when Stone Cold came on, we're just sitting there chilling. No one was expecting it, and when his glass broke, and his freaking, what is it called? When it comes on a jumbotron, like his video, I forgot what it's called. There's a word for that. And then he came out, bro. I got goosebumps, and I instantly started thinking of my grandma, and I started crying at the stadium. I really started crying at the stadium because I never got a chance to see those guys, during that time. I always just watched it on TV. And I always said, now that if I go, that's like a goal of mine. I want to hear Triple H's song and have him come out. I want to hear Undertaker's song, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. Now, after this WrestleMania, the only persons that I didn't hear was The Rock's. I heard Undertaker's gong, and then he came out. Yeah, it was at WWE World. It wasn't at a match, but still. Same with Shawn Michaels. But to see him come out, I even took a little clip and I put it on my story, and I said, "Grandma, not only did I finally make it to WrestleMania, I got to see your man live." And that was emotional for me. But it was awesome. It was really awesome to go do it. I can't wait for next year. So let's go with some more stuff. So now day 1 is done. Day 1 is done. I got everything that we bought already. Day 2, we go back to WWE World. And I kept telling my wife, I want this damn World Heavyweight Championship belt. Oh, I'm going to buy it. Kind of joke, I'm going to buy it. She's like, okay. I was like, really? I'm going to buy it. Yeah, okay. So we go back later. We go back later. And that night. So day 1 wasn't done. I lied. We left and did some other shit, hung out, had dinner, Came back at 6 o'clock at night because the freaking WWE store was open till midnight every night. So we came back at 6 or 6:30. Calm as can be. The freaking masses have left. We got to actually walk around the store and look at everything, and it was awesome. We got to go on the title belt line because I'm like, I just want this freaking mini belt. So we go on the line, and I was like, let me look at the World Heavyweight Championship belt. He brought it over. I saw it was $600. I was like, fuck. But I felt this thing, and I was like, yo, this thing feels legit. Like, it feels different than the belts. Like, this is a cheaper version. This is like, so there's 3 levels. So you got like the authentic one, which is like the ones they wear to the ring. These are the next one downs that are called replicas, but they're only replicas because like the gems are fake, and I think the metal's a little different, and the leather is pretty much the same. But then these are called commemorative. So these, it's like really, really cheap metal. The leather is like pleather. It's really fake. Like, this is like the cheaper one that you can buy. And the price difference is pretty huge. So when I'm holding this, I'm like, damn, this shit feels heavy. The leather feels different. I'm like, man, but $600 is a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'll think on it. So I was like, let me get the mini belt. So I got the mini belt. So here's the mini belt. It actually came with its own cover. If you ever bought a title belt, it comes in its own like little velvet case here. That zipper is open. Just like a big belt. It's freaking crazy. But it is the Undisputed Championship belt. But I mean, it looks and it feels, even the leather, like, the quality is really good. I was very impressed with how good the quality was on this. It even has the patch. They all have like a certificate of authenticity type patch in the middle that shows if it's commemorative, authentic, or replica. I don't know why they use the word replica, because in a lot of worlds, like car worlds and clothing, replica means fake. But in the belt world, replica doesn't mean fake. That just doesn't mean, so like in football jerseys, you have authentic, but then there's like game-worn authentic, and then it's like authentic for us. They're not game-worn, so they don't have like the straps and the buckles and shit, but the actual material is legit. That's similar to this. So this is like authentic, or these are like authentic. I'm just going to change it. I don't like the word replica. These are authentic, and then they have the game-worn authentic ones, okay, that are like $1,500. Those are ridiculous. So that's what I'm going to call them. I'm not going to call them replicas anymore. I hate the word replica. But this is pretty cool. So it goes on the wrist, and I actually, they actually snap. I don't know if you can hear it, but they snap in place just like a real belt around your waist. But it just goes around your wrist, and that's it. So you just have it around your wrist. And I wore this thing fucking every day. And then sometimes, like, if I swole up a lot or started sweating, I would take it off. And then Kat was like, wear it. So I put it around her wrist, but I had to go all the way to one snap because it was too big for her hand. But it was really cool. And a lot of people were like, yo, that's freaking crazy. Where did you get that? Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, I just got it at the WWE store. These are the mini belts. Because the same thing, like, when you think of mini belt, you think, like, you know, like a mini belt, you know, because they got like the ones you buy like Target and shit like that, you know, like the really plastic cheap ones. Like, that would be a mini belt to me, you know. But this was really cool. I was happy that I got it. So I got the mini belt, and that was that. So now day 1 was done. Day 2 comes, and Kat, we finally see the Las Vegas theme belt, and Kat goes, wow, that's beautiful. That would actually be really cool to have. And I go, babe, I didn't think we were going to buy a belt. I was kind of joking with the heavyweight belt. But if you're serious, I'll do it. So now we're on the hunt for this belt that was a limited edition, you know, while supplies last belt that People were in line 4 a.m. the day before and couldn't find it. They said, oh, it'll probably be redone in at the actual stadium. They'll probably have new merch at the actual stadium. Like they'll re-up the stuff. I was like, all right, because they only had like a certain amount they could sell at the store. So I was like, all right, cool. So we left it alone. So started walking around, and we're walking in the store again, going around, and I saw the word custom hats the day before, but I didn't go over to it because there's just too many people. It was just too crazy, too hectic. So, okay, actually, I got this the last day too when we went at 6 o'clock. We went over to the custom hats. I forgot, but we were there for so long, the days are like mashing together. So, just before I went to get this belt from the title line, we went to the custom hat section, and I purchased this hat. So this hat comes plain. It's a fitted hat. It comes plain with just this patch, okay? So it's one price for this patch, and then each thing you add is $20, right? So I bought this hat, and I added the yeet on this side, and I added, so this is a patch that gets like steam pressed on, and then on the back and embroidered is the Seth Rollins logo. And that was it. I got that done. Then I got the bracelet. Day is finally done. Now we're on the next day. So I go in the next day and I'm like, I need another patch. I feel like it's lopsided. So then I went back and I had them put the Phenomenal One AJ Styles on this side. So now I got the 3 patches, AJ, Seth, and the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso, your current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But there's still room here and here. And the cool thing is, with lids, they have like a partnership with lids. I can go to any lid store, and they have the file to where I can pick any embroidered logo that I want, and they could actually put it on the hat. So I could add to this hat anywhere. I could put stuff here. Like they had like a cool like WrestleMania Vegas chip thing that I could have put here, but I didn't want to go too crazy. You know, I still wanted it to like be kind of clean. You know, one out, and I figured just have those 3. It's pretty good. Maybe later on I might add like a Roman Reigns one or I don't know, something. I might just leave those 3 and be done with it. So I think that, oh, then I got this. I forgot this was down here too. Walking around, I was like, you know, I didn't get to go to the memorabilia spot the day before because it was just too hectic. So I'm like, let's go through the memorabilia. So the memorabilia area is where they had like specialty items, and mostly everything was like signed turnbuckles, signed posters, signed briefcases, signed jackets, signed everything. Everything was signed, helmets. So I had to get this. A box of Jey Uso Frosted Yeets cereal. Okay. Yes, there's cereal in here. And yes, I am planning on eating it. Probably tomorrow for breakfast. I do plan on eating my I keep wanting to say like frosted mini Yeets, but it's not. It's not mini. It's basically like Frosted Flakes. It's basically Frosted Flakes. So we got that, and that was it. We were pretty much done shopping at that point at the store. We already had bought a couple little things and shirts and the sweater and stuff like that. So we left it alone. Now comes Saturday, WrestleMania Day 1. My mind is championship belt. It's made up. I want it. I gotta find it. So we go in. We got club sections. Club C136 was our section. Club section. If you're looking at the ring to the ramp, right? So if you're looking down at the ring and the ramp is in front of it, we were to the right. And So we go up to the club section, and there's this long ass line, and I went, "That's to get into the club section." My wife's like, "No, no, that's probably just to go to the floor." I'm like, "No, I'm telling you, that's to the club section. I guarantee it." We go all the way around. Sure enough, it was to get into the damn club section. So I was like, "Oh well." So we went past it. I was like, "Let's see how far it is on this side." So we went past the club section, and the line was 400 people deep at least in both freaking directions. I was like, this is ridiculous. So let me take this off. I'm already starting to sweat in it. So we get to the end on the other side, and I tell him and my buddy, I tell my wife and my buddy Nate, stay here. I'm gonna keep going because I have a feeling there's another merchandise stand. When we first came in, there was just one regular merchandise stand, and all they had was the Undisputed, the Black Undisputed, and the World Heavyweight Championship belts. That's it. That's all they had. I was like, fuck. Just stay here. I'll be right back. Started walking. Boop, 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 went all the way to the other end of the damn stadium. Okay? Boom. There was another merch stand. Same shit. They only had those two belts. I was like, fuck. I go to turn around. All of a sudden, I see a line next to a cage. There was a statue in the way, though, so I kind of just walked to the left a little bit, and lo and behold, in big, bright letters, once I get past the site of the damn statue, what did the cage say? Title belts. Yes. So I get in this fucking long-ass line, bro. Everything was a long-ass line. Everything this whole week was a long-ass line. There was no short lines whatsoever. Except for when we went to the store the second time at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. That was the only time that there was no line. Even on Saturday, there was a line to get in and out of the store during the day. It was ridiculous. So I wait in this line, and I'm waiting. Finally get around to where I can see the belts. They have it on this on display. But that could be the only one. There's 30 people in front of me. Surely they're here for that belt, right? Because they couldn't get it day one because they sold out. Surprisingly, 90% of the people in that line was there for the stupid John Cena spinner belt or the CM Punk spinner belt, which actually looks pretty fire. Looking at it, I think the CM Punk spinner belt is better than the John Cena spinner belt. They wanted those two. Some people got an Undertaker belt, some people got a Triple H belt. Some people bought the regular, Undisputed or the championship belt. Cool. Almost everyone was there for the John Cena belt. When they ran out, like 4 people left the line. They got upset. I was like, sweet, this is speeding things up. And then all of a sudden, someone's like, I want the Vegas belt. I'm like, fuck. All right, they had one for him. I want a Vegas belt. Fuck. Okay, they had one for him. Cool. They didn't take because the person who took the last John Cena belt, they had to take it off the shelf. Oh, this is the last one. And everyone, no! And they had to wrap it up for him. So I'm like, as long as they keep handing out belts and that one's up there, I'll at least have one. Got to the end, and I knew the guy in front of me didn't want one, so I was safe. Go to the front, tell the lady, I want the Vegas theme belt. And she said, I got you. And here it is. WrestleMania 41. Special WrestleMania themed Las Vegas side plates. All gold. And on this side it says Las Vegas with the spades, the hearts. Look at that shit. And if you look on the inside, it says authentic. So this isn't a replica. That's why it was so much more money. But this bitch is heavy. And it is beautiful. And I just ordered I am opening Prismatic just in a second. Calm down. So I bought this at day 1 of WrestleMania, and I had to carry it the rest of the way. Not only did I have to carry the rest of the day at the stadium, we had to walk from the stadium back to the hotel, which is about an hour and 45-minute walk. where the entire stadium walked over the bridge. There was a bridge that crossed over the highway that connected back to Las Vegas Boulevard. They shut down. 95% of the people in the stadium, I bet if you look up videos of YouTube, WrestleMania, crowd walking over bridge, I was in that video. Because there was thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people walking over the same bridge, over the big highway, I think it's Highway 15, to go back to Las Vegas Boulevard and then walk down the strip. It was freaking insane. Carrying this belt that whole way, it was ridiculous. I cannot wait. I ordered my box. You can see these are in like little boxes, special WWE boxes, stands. I ordered mine today. So not only did I get that belt, I wanted the mini belt version too. So this, I didn't know it came with this special limited edition box, but it did. It's the actual Vegas sign that says "Welcome to WrestleMania." And I'll try to open it down here. And it says, "I was there," and it's literally a mini version of the big belt. It says Las Vegas, has the WrestleMania side plates, WrestleMania on the other side. So after I bought this, my wife wore this one every day, of course, and then I wore my other mini belt. But you gotta have the matching pair, right? But I didn't realize this came with this little case, so it'd be pretty cool to like put this case up on my box, on my thing over there. So that's pretty much everything. That's everything that I got at WrestleMania. It cost a lot of money. This vacation was not cheap, but definitely one for the books. And I would totally do it again. I can't wait for next year. So now the wife's like, yeah, not only do we got to get, remember, we got to save money now for New Orleans belt. So I guess that's going to be a thing now. Every WrestleMania I go to, I'm going to get the themed belt. So we'll see what happens, how New Orleans looks like, because, you know, you can only imagine, is there going to be a gator on it? Is there going to be like a swamp theme? Or probably won't be a swamp theme. It'll be like the gestures, and it'll be like purple and green and stuff like that. But yeah, once we saw that belt, my wife fell in love with it. I knew it was coming home. And it actually wasn't that difficult getting on the plane. I just carried the bitch through TSA, put it in its little, it was in the case, the bag, put it in its own little compartment, ran it through the x-ray thing, and they didn't say to open it or nothing. Carried it all the way through onto the plane, and I just folded it and put it underneath the seat. It was my carry-on. So now that I know it's that easy, I could bring any of my belts. But if I'm going to be buying a belt, then I don't need to have two belts. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, it's freaking right at 12 o'clock. Trav's about to go on lunch. Royals should be jumping in soon, and then it's time to get to Pokemon. But, so that was my WWE journey. It was emotional at times. You know, I've always wanted to go as a kid. It was pretty awesome. It was cool to be there. It just sucks that they had everything so spread out. So much walking. I was exhausted. I think that's part of the reason why I got sick too on the very last day. Monday. I was at Monday Night Raw for half. After Jey Uso went with Sammy and Jimmy, I went home. We went back to the hotel. I was not feeling good. I'm feeling better now, but I still got a nasty cough. So, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was definitely a trip for the ages. I'm still mad that Cena won. I feel like that was I don't know. I don't think that was the right decision, but you know, I don't run WWE. I'm not head of creative. I'm not a writer. But just to have him come and say, I'm doing this, I'm winning this, I'm getting that, and then it just happens. It's like all that shit that happened for the last 2 years, building up Cody Rhodes, y'all just threw that shit right out the window. Like I don't get the it's just the way it happened. Really, you had him kick out of 2 headshots from a metal turnbuckle and an AA. No, not an AA. Yeah, an AA. No, yeah, attitude adjustment. That's his finishing name, right? Attitude adjustment, AA. 2 head hits to a bare buckle metal post and an AA. He kicks out, but he can't kick out of a single title belt shot. Come on, man. No Rock, no other secret like involvement, no other big anything like. And it was, I don't know. It was very underwhelming. For how big of a oh shit moment last year's WrestleMania was, to me this year's WrestleMania main event was very underwhelming. And honestly, at the very least could have opened night 1. Night 1's main event was 1,000 times better than night 2's main event. I was so happy when I called it. I said Seth is winning and Paul Heyman's turning on both people. I also called Dom winning and pinning Finn Balor. I said it there at the stadium, and the people behind me were like, you're crazy, there's no way. And then it happened. I turned around and I said, I fucking told you. I smell popcorn. Someone in the house is making popcorn. Alright, well, that's it. WWE is done. I'm pretty sure I showed everything. I don't have anything else to show. So it took me a damn hour to go over that. If Trav, my buddy Trav, who is another big reason why I got back into WWE, Kat actually is feeling worse. I've gotten better, and today she feels worse. So I'm hoping today's like her big day of feeling bad, and then she starts to get better, because we go back to work Monday finally. That would be 2 weeks off of work, and then we go back to work, and then she's sick. So like, let's hope not, because she used all her days. I mean, I used all my days and then some for this vacation. So I hope like today's her worst day, and then she gets over it tomorrow and Sunday enough to be okay for work, because she had the privilege of getting a phone call from her job, and they're shipping her out to Jacksonville for the week, or at least 3 days. So that's not going to be good. She's literally going to come home and then go right back to a hotel. So, alright, so let's open up some Pokemon packs. Let's get straight to Pokemon. If Trav jumps in, I'm going to show him all the stuff again real quick, because I don't think he got to see anything. But he said he goes on break at 12, but he might forget. He might have to just watch back. What do you guys want? Do you want me to reveal the PSA cards? I'm kind of waiting on Royal too, though. Royal said afternoon. It's noon. Where are you at, Royal? You want PSA cards? Do you want Journey? Or do you want... Do you want Journey? Or do you want Prismatic? What are we opening first? Why did the desktop audio bump up? Did some sort of sound come through or something? Huh, that's weird that the desktop audio played a sound. I can't hear it because I don't have, like, I gotta have my speakers plugged into the thing to hear it. But sounds keep coming through. They sound like alert sounds. Well, I know whenever like somebody follows or something, it makes a sound. So I don't know. It might be just audio from my actual PC doing updates or some shit. I might have to look into that. My buddy back in the day, when I used to be part of a PlayStation podcast, PS and BS. My buddy, he pretty much put my computer together. Me and him built it, but I was really computer illiterate. I'm still not the greatest computer person. So he set up my OBS and everything. So whatever he had did, Yeah, see, here's follower. So I guess, but that's only supposed to be under when a follower follows. It's supposed to make a sound. But I'm trying to see where Royal's at. All right, you know what? I'm gonna start opening packs. Royal really wanted to see the PSA submissions, so I'm just gonna start opening packs. Let's start with Prismatic. I'll get upset first with Prismatic. That way, at least I can feel better when opening up Journey, because Journey has a better hit thing. Oh shit. I'm over here just putting it on the ground like it's nothing. Alright. So, Edwin's calling Pack 2 and Pack 7. There's a Pokeball. But I'm pretty sure I already have that Pokeball. Sneasel and a Vaporeon. So, Pack 1 gave me a Pokeball. So the last time I opened up Prismatic Evolution, I opened up like 60 packs or 62 packs, and all I got was 20 Pokeballs, 3 Master Balls, and like 2 Full Art Trainers and 2 A-Specs. That's it out of 60 packs. Right now I think I have 36 packs. I had 6 booster bundles. So this is basically a booster box amount. And then this is a Pokeball. Okay. Eevee Pokeball, which I think I have already, and another Glaceon. But I've noticed with these Pokeballs and stuff, places will take them, and I've actually gone to card shops, and I've utilized, all my extra Pokeballs and Master Balls and my EXs, at least from Prismatic, they'll take them, and I purchase Pokeballs and Master Balls to complete my set that I'm doing, because I am trying to do the whole set. So obviously, every single one has been a evolution, an evolution. Every rare. I've had a Leafeon, a Glaceon, and a Vaporeon. So this is pack 4. So obviously we're looking for an SAR evolution. Oh, there's another Pokeball, Diplin. Ooh, okay. Full Art Trainer Mela. That's a good one. Let's go ahead and sleeve this person. Not bad. Double check to make sure I didn't get any other Pokeball. Pack 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, pack 5. This is pack 5. Obviously, we would love to pull a God pack right now. That would make life fucking beautiful. So I think I would go to the card shop immediately today. I would go to the card shop today and see what they would give me for it. Just so I can kind of recoup some of the money that I wasted. I mean, I've done pretty decent. I don't know why I fucking keep showing that. It's the first time I did it, but a lot of these cards I know I already got. Most of these cards I'm just chasing the Pokeball or the Master Ball version of it. I got every single. Okay. Opragani X. I might actually need that for the set. Don't know yet. So this is pack 6. Hoot Hoot, Dreepy, Sea King, Kyrian, Screamtails, Cottony, and a Vaporeon. Here goes pack 7. Could it be So the way we know if it's a God pack is if this card is a Master Ball Eevee, then that is usually the sign that it is the God pack. So if we turn it over and it is not the Master Ball Eevee, then we did not get a God pack. Alright, and a Vaporeon EX. Again, when I go through the sets, if I don't have that, that'll fill the set. But if I do, I can easily, like I said, take these cards to my local card shop. They will take them in, and I can trade them for actual Pokeballs that I need. Suicune, Bronzong, Sneasel, that looks like a Pokeball, yes it is. Dusclops, and a Tyranitar EX. I don't think I have that EX yet. Alright, so we're getting EXs. We're getting some double rares. We got one full art trainer. We need an SIR. I don't even want to be greedy, yo. You know me. I mean, obviously, I would love to get my Espeon back. I still regret trading that fucking Espeon. I should have kept it. But I traded it. Obviously, I would love to pull the Umbreon, but, you know, I'm also practical. Oh, wait, Pack 7. Wasn't that the EX? I think that was the Tyranitar EX. Was Pack 7. Yeah, at least you pulled an EX, Edwin. Sorry. The mouse had the little palm over the middle of the screen I look at, and it was annoying. Houndoom, Hawlucha, Whimsicott. This is a thing about Prismatic. I hit that damn Espeon on Pack 7 of the first 20 packs I ever opened. And since then, I've probably opened 300 packs. I want to say, give or take, 300 or so packs. And I haven't gotten another SIR since. Iron Boulder. I have all this here, and I still have another 10 booster bundles of Journey Together in this box over here that my brother sent me. Today, the Eevee pouch bundle came out, so I told him keep an eye out for it. Okay, Friends in Paldea. There's a Pokeball there. Oh, that's not... If that was the Master Ball Umbreon, that'd be a pretty good hit, too. But instead, it's just a regular Umbreon, and I already have that. Dusclops, Sneasel, Execute, Larry Skill, Trainer, Pyroar, Trainer, Hoot Hoot, Armor Terrasi, and a Fluttermane. Come on, man. I was debating about selling these, but the card shop that I would have sold them to, they just lowered their prices. They keep changing them like every week to week. And literally the week before I left, they were actually paying $73 a box for these. If they would have been at $73 a box, I would have sold them all to them because that's a lot of money. But they dropped it down to like under 60. And I was like, that case, I'd rather Heatran Pokeball. I'd rather open it and risk hopefully getting an SIR that's worth a few $100s. That'll justify me not selling it. Because the market's starting to go down. It's crashed a little bit. I started looking at some cards yesterday and I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe these card values have gone down. Like that Cerulean has gone down under 200. Even the Arceus, which those are two of the cards that I have that are graded, that's gone down drastically. Oh, another regular Umbreon, Dusknoir, and an Okadogi. Um, before I went to Vegas, I had sold one of my RCSV stars for 115. Regular market was like 136 or something. I looked yesterday; it's like 103 now. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did it go down so much? Sheesh. But that's how it is. The specialty. Oh, there's a Master Ball Heatran. Okay, so I got the Heatran Pokeball, and I got the Heatran Master Ball, and a plain Sylveon. Okay, so we got a Master Ball. One Master Ball so far. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokeballs. 6 Pokeballs, 1 Master Ball, and a full art trainer. Mela. Applin, Goldeen, Rotostick. There's another Pokeball. Dreepy and Pheasantipity. So literally, you know, I should have been keeping the EXs out because every single one of these cards in this set that is not a Pokeball or better, I can get rid of because I have every single card in this set that's not a Pokeball. So I'm kind of wasting my time here. Trainer, Pinsir, Badoo, a Pupitar, Bugcatcher, Briar, Slowking, Trainer, Bronzong. Hey, Brassius. Okay. So this is starting to look out. This is starting to look a lot like the last time, where Master Balls, Pokeball, and Full Art Trainers is all I'm gonna get. Shit, I would go for like a Goldingo SAR again. Any one of the other SARs, I would be happy with. Duraludon, Trainer, Bronzer. So many trainers in this set. Pyroar. I'm actually kind of looking forward to opening up some. There's another Snorlax EX. Looking forward to open up some, what's it called? Team Rocket that's coming out soon. Cottony, Litleo, Dracloak, Duraludon, Trainer. Oh, that's only a Pokeball. Damn it. I was hoping that was a Master Ball. Hippodon and another Espeon EX. I'm getting EXs easily. Why couldn't you been an SAR, man? If I could get that SAR back, I'd be so happy. I'd probably sell it, but I'd be happy. Furfuru. Or I might get it graded. Another Pokeball. Another Full Art Trainer. Come on, man. I want it. I would trade in every single one of these Full Art Trainers and these Pokeballs for one SIR. I mean, they look cool and all, but nobody really wants Full Art Trainers unless they're a trainer collector. Which, honestly, there's not too many of those that I know of, at least. Alright, Hoot Hoot, Dreepy, Miltank, Trumpet, Heatran, Trainer, Litleo, Dunsparce, and a Groudon. This is how it is with fucking Prismatic. Ed, when you getting on at 1 o'clock? Cause we got some Forza to play. I've been running around with the damn Hoonicorn Mustang. Another freaking Groudon. I started off, they you have the choice of getting the new C7 Corvette, the Bronco, or the Supra. Of course, I took the Supra. But then once I unlocked all the cars, you can get whatever car you want. So I took one car, and then I was doing one of the speed traps, and I couldn't get it. So then I switched to the was it the Bugatti? And I got it, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go around the fucking Unicorn. So I switched to the Unicorn. I've been driving that around a lot lately. Dude, these fucking EXs, man. Come on, just one time can I get lucky? Like, if I got a God Pack right now out of any of these, see, if that Eevee was a Master Ball, I'd be doing a backflip right now. Alright, probably not, but... Even a Demigod Pack. Archelodon. I'd be fine with a Demigod Pack. That's how I got the Espeon the first time. It was out of a Demigod Pack. It wasn't even a God Pack. But I've watched people just open up a single pack and just the one card in the end is the Umbreon. I'm like, and then they act like, oh, this is the third one. This is the third one this week. Oh. Riolu. Amaterasu. I also can't wait to start playing Baldur's Gate now that the thing is out. My third Groudon. Now that the patch is out, I want to start playing that again too. So... Goldeen, Applin, Sneasel, Hoot Hoot, Ogre's Mask, Kyrian, Slowking, Espeon, Trainer. Pottis, Houndour, Spritzer, Carmine, Great Tusk, Fluttermane, and an Okadogi. What, I got 5 packs left after this one, so 6 total. Cottony, Litleo, Draclox, Duraludon, Trainer, Bronzong, Mochi, Goldeen. Dude, these EXs, man. And I got most of the damn EXs. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm still kind of under the weather. It's the best I've felt since I've left. Since Monday. I still got this nagging cough, but I'm not coughing nearly as much as I have been. Jolteon. That pack felt like it didn't even have the right amount of cards in it. Damn, where's Royal at? Edwin, hit the Discord to say Royal, it's after 12. Tell him I'm literally just waiting on stream to show the thing. Oh, there's a Pokeball. And oh, another full art trainer. Time. Shocker. All of these are going straight to my trade binder. Not that people are really going to be trading for them much. Alright. I think I just saw yet another EX during the transition. Nope, just a plain Sylveon. Even worse. Come on, bitch. There you go. Sneasel, Trainer, Dusclops, Dunsparce, Executor, Fluttermane, Bronzong, and a Blood Moon, Ursulon. 2 packs to go. Oh, Trav finally made it. Alright, so I'm gonna knock out these 2 packs, and then I'll do a quick show and tell of my WrestleMania gear. Heatran, Shaman. Oh shit! Yo, we just pulled the gold fucking Pikachu. Let's go! Oh my god, dude, this is textured and everything. Oh my god, we just pulled the fucking gold Pikachu. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god. Oh, you're all good, Trav. Oh my god. That was almost last pack magic, too. Yeah, I started Forza last night at midnight. Played till 1 a.m. And then this morning I played from 9 until I went live. So I got a couple hours into the game already. But at 1 o'clock, when I get done with this and Edwin gets on, we about to hit it hard. Yeah, I haven't been able to sleep lately, man. Me and Kat got sick on the last day on Monday Night Raw. I didn't even stay at Monday Night Raw the whole day. Oh my god, I cannot believe we pulled the gold Pika. This made the whole thing worth it. Oh my god, that's so good. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Pokeballs, 1 Master Ball, 4 full arts, and this. Today's the best day I felt since Monday, but I'm still coughing. Kat feels her worst today because I got hit bow on Monday. Hers didn't really hit her till yesterday, and then she's suffering today pretty bad. Alright, so let me just go through real quick so you can see. WrestleMania. This is Kat's hat that she got at WrestleMania Vegas, April. I bought this one. It doesn't really fit my big ass head, so I might gift this one to somebody. The box of Frosted Yeets. It's actual cereal. I will be eating this tomorrow for breakfast. On the back. This is a custom hat made there. This patch already comes on it, but I had them put the Yeet on there. And then this is embroidered, Seth Rollins. And then this is embroidered, Phenomenal One, AJ Styles. Yeah, that's a real box of cereal, bro. It's like Frosted Flakes, but it's called Frosted Yeets instead of Frosted Flakes. She got a WrestleMania shirt that says WrestleMania and it says I was there. She got a jacket that says WrestleMania because she was cold. I think she got a Cody Rhodes shirt as well. I thought I got a shirt too because they had a shirt in a 5X size. I think I got a WrestleMania shirt too, like a I was there shirt as well. I'll show you the mini belts first. you saw this already because I already had sent it to the Discord. But, you know, it came with its own little bag as well. It's like this little safety bag that goes around the wrist. But the quality is actually really good. And then this is a mini belt case. This is the special limited edition mini belt of the limited edition belt. It says I was there, and then that's the mini belt for the specialty belt. It says Las Vegas, WrestleMania 41. Oh, and then I got a shit ton of cups. Send me your new address, bro. I'm gonna send you one of the cups. Because we bought 4 cups, and then we didn't realize that at the stadium, every time you bought a large soda, you got one of the cups. So we got like 6 cups now. I don't need 6 fucking WWE cups. And then, of course, this is the P de Resistance. Bro, this shit is beautiful, man. Like, even just looking at it on TV, pictures, nothing does it justice, man. Absolutely nothing does it justice. And it actually says authentic on the back. It's not a replica like the ones we have. So that's why it was a little bit more. But it's pretty crazy. It's also heavy as hell. Oh, it's also numbered. I didn't know that. On the bottom of the clip, on the strap, it's numbered. This is like 225, I think, out of 750. But they're actually numbered. So, that's pretty much everything I got. I still can't believe I sniped that damn Pikachu. You know what? I'm curious. I'm curious now to see... Pikachu EX. Prismatic Evolutions. Hyper rare. It's $63. It's gone down a lot. It used to be $128. You see how much the market has crashed? That shit used to be a $130 card, and now it's down to $65. PSA 10 though, it's $350. So I'm gonna look at that shit and see. Hold on. Let me just mute that. I'm gonna mute that shit. I'm gonna look at it and see how good it looks. I'll tell you right now, the front looks really good. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. That was a scratch in the safety thing. Dude, this card looks immaculate. Let's look on the back. No. The edges don't look that great. No. That's definitely not going to be a 10. That's definitely not going to be a 10. Let me get a better top loader. I'll look to see the value again and see what a 9 is. It might still be worth getting graded, but I don't think that's going to get a 10. Alright. So let's get right back into this. Let's start opening up some Journey. I'm hoping to get hit after hit after hit on this shit. So let's put this over here. Where the fuck is Royal at? What happened to Noon? He said he's been waiting for this damn stream. He wants to see what my Belly Boat EX. He wants to see what my damn PSAs are. Hold on. So this set here kind of is what killed the market, because everyone was complaining so much on how difficult 151 and, well, not really 151 mostly, but Prismatic was so difficult. Surging Sparks was still difficult. Oh, there you are, Royal. So I opened up 36 packs. And I got one Master Ball, and then all these Pokeballs, which I'm pretty sure most of them I have already. And I got these 4 full art trainers. Something's going on my camera, and I did pull the freaking gold Pika. I couldn't believe it. Second to last pack. My brain was already on the way out. Yeah, let's just hurry up and get through this shit, cause this isn't going that well. Why is my camera going in and out like that? Like the camera that's on me. Like the light keeps changing the focus. Yeah, that Pikachu, I just checked the value. It used to be like $130. It's just now 68 bucks. But if it's a PSA 10, it's like $320. The front looks PSA 10, but the back, the back got some question marks. I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, Lily's Riombi. Not a horrible card. It's a hit. So, 2 packs in. Or 3. 3 packs in, and we hit Lily's Riombi. Or 4. It looks like 4. Yeah, that's more like 4. Yeah, that's what I was saying. When I got back from Vegas yesterday, I was sitting here in between games. And I was like, let me just go check these cards. Like the cards that I have there, the Ceruledge and the Arceus V-Star, is the cards I finally got back. Before I left, the Arceus V-Star, or the Ceruledge was like $20. But PSA 10 was like $230, $240. That's why it was a good one of those good value cards to actually get graded. And then a PSA 9 was still like $100 or something like that. So it's still good, good value. I looked yesterday. I think Raw, it's still like around that $20 mark, if I'm not mistaken. Or that might have gone down too. But PSA 10 now, it's only like $160. I was like, oh my god. And then same thing with the Arceus. It was $130.35 before I moved. Or before I went to Vegas, because I sold my extra one for $115, and right now the Arceus V-Star is like $100. I mean, still PSA 10, it's like two something. But yeah, ever since like 1 week after Journey Together's come out, it's drastically gone downhill. I'm shocked. A lot of these cards are, the value is down, which I guess is good because it doesn't make the product as expensive. Places that are going down. Alright. I still would love to pull the Articuno. Oh yeah, I knew eventually it would drop. I just, you know, I don't know. I think maybe Team Rocket might help it out a little bit again, but that Mewtwo card is hard as fuck, bro. That Mewtwo card is insane. Marowak. Fuck, man. I just can't stop coughing. So I got these 5 back from PSA. My other 5 that I sent through GameStop is almost about to start the grading process. They got it and it's in the file, it's in the system and stuff like that. And then, really? I think that shit looks fire. Well, good. Any Mewtwo card you get, you can send it this way since you're disappointed with it. The only other thing is, oh, and then the one card, the one sports card that I sent, finally got shipped to PSA. But they do it separately because it's, I guess, a different department or some shit. So like when I sent it through GameStop, it was a different transaction. It was a separate transaction. It actually cost more. So I guess sports cards is $20 a piece. I still gotta look at the cards. I haven't really looked at the cards. Oh shit. There's my second Blaziken EX. I guess you know what that means. Oh, speaking of that, I got you Archelodon. It's already in my trade binder. That shit's already been put in my trade binder. Let me put this Blaziken EX to the side. You still need that card? Go. Scovet, Paris, Trainer, Energy. Ooh, the Sweenub. Dude, this card looks pretty cool. Alright, well, I pulled it to the side. You're not doing any... You haven't opened any packs since the first day? Yeah, I don't think I have either, because I was literally been waiting on this pack that my brother got me, because I knew he was going to get me a bunch. Okay. Let's go. Oh my god, dude, that card is sick. Volcanion EX. Let's go. So this is wild. My brother sent me 12 booster bundles of Journey Together. 12. And then he also sent me like 15 single packs. And he sent me 6 of those prismatic booster bundles. So I opened up the 6 prismatic booster bundles, got that Pikachu out of it, and I didn't show that yet. I was waiting for you. You took forever. So I opened up the 36 packs of prismatic, and all this Journey that I've been opening so far, and I still have 10 booster bundles over here in the box of Journey Together. Noibat and a Tyranitar. So yeah, since day one, I went crazy on that day one. I haven't bought any since either. Because like I said, I already knew I was getting this big package from my brother of cards. So I have 10 more boxes to open, so that's another 60 packs of Journey. If I get the Articuno and a Lily's Clefairy out of this, I might sell most of those packs. Because I kind of want more Blooming Waters. I kind of really want more Blooming Waters. Excuse me. Remoraid, Carablast, Kiss, Leon, Pelipper, Grenadint, Rigorous, Lechonk, Wailord. Plus I have another 5, so I just got this 5. The other 5 is literally about to get graded. Once the grading process finally starts, it's actually fairly quick after that. It just takes forever to get there, forever to get into their system, and forever to start the grading process. But once the grading process starts, after that it's like bing, bang, boom, in a week and a half, it's back at the store. So it's pretty quick. But, so I got those 5. The other 5 just made it to PSA. But then I still got the 5 that I sent during the show to PSA as well. I haven't even gotten an email or a notification or anything on those. I don't know, when you send it directly through PSA from PSA, I mean, do they send you up? Look at that, another freaking Blaziken EX. Do they send you like updates? I would think that they would send updates like when it gets to their plant and when they start doing the grading and all that shit and when it's on its way. I mean, that's what they kind of did with GameStop. I mean, at least I got the email and like it hit the app too, so I got the notification through the app. But you'll be getting Destined Rivals. Isn't that Team Rocket? Or is that something else? So I technically got 10 more cards out there. Oh, so maybe I should do that then. Download the app so I can see, because I don't have the app. Mimikyu EX. Okay, yeah, the Team Rocket set. Yeah, so I found another card shop out here that you can do a yearly update, a yearly subscription to, And then you get like monthly stuff, like free gifts or cheap gifts, and like bucks and stuff like that. But whenever there's a drop, as long as you okay, Noibat. As long as you like get there early enough and they have available slots, you can get signed up, and because they usually get it like a week before the drop, and then you get a text, and then after you get that text, you're guaranteed. So like, let's say they get 50 people to sign up, like they have a list. If they get enough product for those 50 people, the top 50 people will get a text saying your product is being held at the store. And then you can say if you want one of this or one of that or one of multiple stuff. And I sign up on that list. So as of right now, as long as they get enough product coming in day one, I'm guaranteed to get one of everything, and I don't even have to rush to the line. I can go there. He said I got a whole week from when they send the text to actually go pick it up. So I'll be able to get my Team Rocket shit as long as I get picked. Hey, another Lyranok. I'll be able to get my Team Rocket stuff like a week before it actually drops in the stores. More than likely. I don't think they hold it till drop day. And obviously I still got my Target. And then my brother. He already knows Team Rocket stuff. Grab it. Nimble, Trainer, Uncle Lunky, Secretor, Furret, another Wooloo. Dude, I'm just getting back all these cards that I've already traded. But these cards don't have that much value. I think this one's only like $5. I already traded the Lycanroc. Alright, we got 4 packs left. Then it's PSA time. Then it's Forza time, guys. Wingle. I was going to probably open up another booster box, but Edwin already started the damn chat and got on. Which he's got time, because he's got to set the account up, get activated, do the whole beginning thing, and it takes a little time. Lechonk, Joltix, Laverstar, Metapod, Kapajaw, Ends Castle, Okolongi. Just finished your month. Hey, another Salamence EX. I'm telling you, they're just giving me all the dang cards that I've already traded away. I mean, I guess this is filling up my trade binder fairly easy. What's up, Nate? There goes Team WrestleMania right there, man. That guy's a fucking trooper, bro. He was like, yeah, I'm done with the wrestling. Now I gotta go ride all these rides. And this, yo, he went all over the damn strip riding everything. I mean, I would have too if I could fit in them. I would love to ride the New York ride, but Tadbolt, Noivern. Hey, I'm not mad at it though. Live life, bro. You know, first time in Vegas, do as much as you can. You know, because you just never know when you're gonna go back. And I don't care what you say. We're going next year. You're gonna do 4 years in a row. We're going to NOLA. Tapi Kulu. Alright. Well, you missed the beginning part where I talked non-stop about our WrestleMania trip. And I already showed all the show and tell stuff. I left your Blaziken out to the side. Damn, 3 to 5 years? I'm pretty sure they love the damn money. So did Vegas. Alright, so we got the Salamence EX, the Wooloo, the Lyranok, the Noibat, Volcanic EX, the Swimnew, and Lily's Riombi. Not bad. Got a lot more to go. So here we go. Here's my first 5 ever PSA submitted cards. First 5 cards I set. I set no real expectations for these. I just threw them out and said, let's see if these hit. Now, while I was in Vegas for WrestleMania, we were at, I think it was the Wednesday before, when we were scoping out like how to get around. We were driving all the trams, riding all the trams. How do we get to T-Mobile? How do we get to Allegiant? How do we get here? I got an email saying cards have been graded fully and they're back at the store. Click here for grade. And I was like, oh, I don't want to see the grades. I don't want to see the grades. But my wife goes, I want to see the grades. And I'm like, of course you want to see the grades. So I let her see the grades. Now, obviously her seeing the grades makes me want to more know what the grades were. But I didn't want to know what the grades were too. So I was like, alright. Just tell me, were there any 10s? She goes, yes, there was 1 10. I was like, okay. Hopefully it was the Arceus or the Ceruledge. And I went, are there any less than a 9? She goes, yeah. And I was like, fuck, that sounds like most of them were less than a 9. And then I just left it at that. I didn't look. But then when I went to pick them up yesterday, I already knew if any of them, if the Ceruledge or the Arceus graded a 10, it would be over $200, which means I would have to pay an extra $9 because of the value. Unfortunately, I didn't have to pay anything. So that tells me that both the Ceruledge and the Arceus were not PSA 10s. I have a feeling it's one of the damn Eevee promos. I'd like it if it was the, but then I looked and the Ceruledge went down in value. So the PSA 10 is only 100 and something. So it could still be the Ceruledge. Yeah, nowadays, because they made it a lot harder. So now the Ceruledge PSA 10 will still be 180 something when the raw is $20. The Eevee promo I think is only worth like $6 now. It's gone down that much. It was like 25, but it's worth like 100 or 90 something like that as a PSA 10. So that's a pretty big jump in value. But I think the Duskull is like 140 or 150 or something like that too as a PSA 10. I think I looked yesterday. So let me do this whole. I cover the side, and look at that. We start with the Duskull. I mean, it's just cool to have my cards in these cases now, which don't get me wrong, any of the 8s or 7s, they're going to get cracked because obviously they're going to be worth more raw, and worst case, they'll just go right. Like, for instance, if this was a 7, this is just going to get cracked, and I'm going to put it back into my bag, my binder, so that I have the full Duskull, the full Evo line just sitting there together, because I didn't grade the other 2. I mean, to me, the front looks really good, but, you know, I don't know anything. So this is the 2024 Pokemon SFAN Duskull Illustration Rare, and it got a 9. Okay, not bad. So a mint 9 Duskull. Alright, so this wasn't the 10. Not bad. It's still cool just to have your card, you know, in the case and stuff like that, and it's all presented nice and all that shit, you know. So here's the big card. This is the big card. Now I'm really nervous with this one. I'm really nervous with this became with 2023 Pokemon Sword and Shield Arceus V-Star. Oh, okay, Gem Mint 9. So 2 9s. Arceus V-Star is a 9. That's not bad because 9s now would have been possibly 10s 4 months ago because they just made it harder to get a 10. So you know, they changed the percentage of the centering and, you know, a couple other stuff. Um, but you never know. This could be one of those situations where it's like, well, I see a little white dot in there. You know, I also didn't like clean these cards or anything. I kind of just full send it. But I mean, you never know. This could be one of those situations which I've seen a lot of, you know, YouTubers do and stuff like that. They're like, oh, this is definitely a 10. They'll crack it open and then send it back, and then it becomes a 10. So that's 2 9s. So we still haven't gotten a 10. Here's the Cerulean. Hopefully this is the 10. Because if this isn't the 10, then it's definitely one of the promos. Illustration rare. Surging Sparks. 8. Yeah, that's definitely getting cut out and put straight into my trade binder. These I might keep that way. I don't know. So definitely that means one of my Eevee promos is the 10. And there it is. Gem Mint 10. Eevee promo. I mean, not bad. This took it from a $6 card to like almost a $100 card, so that's pretty good. And now I sent 2 of them a 9. So we got 1 9 and 1. So it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. 1 8, 3 9s, and a 10. That's not too bad. I mean, it's still good to get my first 10. I just wish it wasn't the Eevee promo, but, you know, it is what it is. I still got 10 other cards out there that I'm waiting for. The next big one, I think, is that, yeah. That Blastoise you sent me, I sent out. So I'm hoping that comes back at 10. So I'm going to check these values. Again, I don't know exactly how... fuck, man. Exactly how... I haven't used Arceus V-Star. See, Arceus V-Star is down to 107. That is crazy. Would have been $246 as a 10. As a 9 is $87. So it's definitely worth more raw. So I will be cutting that one, and then I'm going to see if I can clean it up. And if that one dot does come off, I don't know, I might try to regrade it and see. And then if it comes back a 9, I'll just leave it at 0. Save that shit up. You got to Prismatic PSA 10 promo. So yeah, that Arceus is definitely getting cut. What was the Duskull again? The Duskull is $31 raw. PSA 10 would have been $154. PSA 9 is $40. So $9 more as a 9. So I'll leave it the way it is because it looks better in the case. And then let's see the Eevee promo. Just checking the values right now. Eevee promo is $9. Wow, it went down to 82. But even the PSA 9 is $22, so that's more than $9. So these can all stay in these slabs, and they can go with my other slabs. But these two are getting cut out. There's no way. I'm not even going to check the Cerulean as an 8. I don't know why. Like, the front centering looks okay. If anything, maybe the back is like crooked a little, but I know they also look at like the paint and like the card if there's any scratches and shit in there, and I don't know. Is what it is, you know. That's good. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all chilling with me on this Friday. I struggled through it a little bit. You know, I may look beautiful and perfect and everything's all gravy, but you know, I'm still suffering. So now it's time to go play some Forza. I'll holler at y'all later. I'll decide if I'm gonna open up more of those Journey Togethers next week. I really want to get that fucking Lily's Clefairy, but it is what it is. Alright, I'll holler at y'all later. It was good seeing. Peace. I'm out. That's right. Raw as war, baby.